Andũ a nyũmba itũ. Andũ a nyũmba itũ. Mũrĩ o kuo nyũmba. No mwĩyũmĩrĩirie. Ona ciathira kara. Ona twahatĩrĩrio nĩ Githinji. Mũkeyũmia. Ona ni ndĩyũmĩtie wa kahĩtu wa kairĩtu. Asante sana, Your Excellency, former Vice President, Speaker Emeritus J.B. Muturi, honorable members of Parliament and the Senate, senior councils present, and our learned friends of the great profession, good evening. Mimi nimeshukuru sana to be among these great minds, because sometimes in the job that we do, we get a bit rusty because of not being where knowledge is. When I was a student in biology in Kenyaga High School in 1980, we learned about two processes, one called diffusion, another one called osmosis. The movement of small molecules from a lower concentration to high concentration. When you sit with lawyers, you benefit from osmosis. The transfer of small knowledge of Rigiji to great knowledge by our lawyers. Kwa hivyo mtatuambukiza masomo kidogo. So we will learn. By the time we leave here, we will be better people, will be more knowledgeable by staying with such great minds. Let me thank the organizers for this great occasion. This is not a joke. Almost 1,000 lawyers seated together, making merry together, having a nice time, celebrating their culture, acknowledging their traditions is a great thing. As a leader from this region, I am very grateful and I want to say thank you. And I want to encourage you that you should make this an annual event where you meet, make merry, celebrate your culture, your traditions, fellowship, and get to know one another as we solidify ourselves as a people. Nobody should intimidate you that you are meeting here with our cousins from Ukambani. There is a tendency in this country, when other people meet, it is called national unity. When the people of the mountain meet, it is called tribalism. The other day we saw Githinji and Gideon Moi having a nice time, saying that it is national unity. When Rigiji sits with Kibe Mugai, they say it's tribalism. We are saying if sitting with our brothers and sisters who talk the same language is tribalism, let it be. Chinua Achebe, that great writer from Nigeria, wrote in one of his greatest works and said, when kinsmen meet together for a feast, it is not because they don't have food in their own homes. They do so because it is right for kinsmen to sit and eat together. My kinsmen, nimepongeza tumeketi pamoja. Na wewe Githinji, ukitaka kesho kuita sisi wa kabila, wewe endelea. Sisi tunaongea mambo yetu, wewe enda kwenu uongee mambo yenu. Kuna mtu wana kwao? Tutigimeni wote shoketweke hata? We cannot, we will be foolish people. That people want to label us tribalists because we speak our language. God in his own wisdom created 41 communities in Kenya. If God had a problem with people speaking their language, he would have just created one homogeneous community in Kenya, speaking one language for the whole country. But God in his own wisdom created 42 ethnic communities with different languages so that we can have richness in diversity. We are proud of our language. Na yule anakasirika tukiongea lugha yetu ameze wembe. And I have said nobody should admonish me for speaking my language in Muranga. When I'm in Muranga, the people of Muranga are my people. I am not an Englishman, and I'm not Chinese or Japanese. I speak my language when I'm in Murang'a, because that's the language they understand. Even you people, just speak English when you go to the courtroom. Hii wakati ingine mnazungumzia sisi Kisugu ya nini? Wewe wajiro noigwa. Usiwahi kuongelesha mimi Kizungu tena bana, unless you are in kotini. Finally, ndio niseme two things. Niite JB Muturi, our brother from Embu. My good people, I have a special appeal to make to you today. My community and I are in trouble, deep trouble. We are under persecution by Githinji. Our community faces extinction. Our businesses have been ruined. Our agriculture, our tea, our coffee has been ruined. Pending bills of our people have not been paid. We are in trouble because we elected Tugege to the National Assembly and the Senate. That is why we are in trouble. If the people in this room had offered themselves for election, like Gachagua, like Kikuyus, like Wakili, our community would not be in the shit we are in. As we mourn Raila Odinga, I must admit, I admire two things about that old man. And I'm really very touched by his leadership. Look at the political party that he built called ODM. A strong political party that though he has never been elected president, he is able to get into every government and get what he wants, because he has a strong political party. But most importantly, his political party, all the legislators are top-notch lawyers. These are the people who have protected Raila Odinga for 30 years. If you look at Raila's team, James Orengo, Otieno Kajwang, late, Omolo Atiende, Karoli Omondi, Peter Kaluma, Edwin Sifuna, Stewart Matiel, Catherine Muma, Mile Odhiambo, the bad girl, Beatrice Oyomo, Tom Ojieda, Okongo Mgeni, Mohamed Faki, Ochieng, and Babu Owino. Great minds. Great minds. Then nyinyi munanipatia Kawanjiko wa Matinga wa Makeki. Ate nani? Ate nani? Ate wa Mavosho. Good people, my people. My people. Your leader is in trouble. He has no foot soldiers. You have given him Togages. Yet you sit here, great minds. Great minds. And you can see the lawyers you gave me have stood for the people. Gachagua, Wakili Moreu, Kagushia. I'm asking you tonight. I'm asking you tonight. The party that have formed to look for government and to protect the interest of our people, the DCP, I'm looking for 140 legislators. I am requesting this group here tonight to give me 40 lawyers to back me up. I want to plead with you tonight, and I have come here for that purpose only, to plead with you, great minds. You cannot say politics is dirty. By you staying away, the country is dirty because of bad governance and poor leaders. How can you leave our people in the hands of Wamofosho? Eh? How? Our people, you are so educated, you are so learned. You must offer yourself to lead our people, to defend them, to make good laws, to represent them, and to start family in what you believe in. Nemoko hedhigarisha mawakili. Eh? Da muthaitha da mutandukira nguo. Nyumba ino itu hatikaine ni kuninwo renda kuninwo ni Githinji. Atubangeire maundu moru. Na nie ndingihota wira uyu ndi nyiki mwana umwe ti ndiri. Ndina thigari 15 na itirahota kugitira ruriri wega. Niturageria tukahuma. Ndenda thigari igana rimwe ria 40 na ndenda thigari njega, thigari njugi, thigari ciina murugamo, mawakiri mwe guku, nyumba yanyu iraninwo mugika atia? Nyumba yanyu iraninwo mwe guku na mwina ugi na mwina umenyo, mukauga ati siasa ciina giko. Nyumba ino yathira mukauga atia? Twaninwo mwe guku na muri athomu na mwina umenyo na mwina uhoti na no muhota kurugamirira nyumba yanyu ndikaninwo. Mwandigira ndi nyikire ngwika atia ndi mundu umwe? Ndamuthaitha umuthi uyu mwarega guka tuteithanie tugitire nyumba ino itu. Mukauga Ngai ario, anga ndiario. Mundu uria uratuhura ti mundu o uguo, ni mundu urenda akiri nyingi muno cia mawakili ta inyui na madagitari na engineer. I'm calling upon professionals from our community. You are the majority in this country. How can your community be in trouble because you are refusing to come and defend your community like other communities do? Look at Raila Odinga, that old man. He has rested in dignity because of the way he has been protected together with his community by professionals. Our professionals on election day, hampatikani, munaenda kukoroga maflati huko Ruai. Kati wa mwekaga ati mwenda koroga riria bururi ura pangirwo rio gwatha uguikara ati mugathie koroga-ini aria ange mugathie kuhura ngovu. Ndamwira uyu umuthi uyu, you professionals, when there is bad governance in a country, the professionals and the middle class are the first victim. The people who are feeling the pinch of bad governance in this country are the professionals and the middle class. You cannot stay away from the electoral process. You must not only come out to vote, but you must offer yourself to positions of leadership, to come and govern your country, protect your country, and protect your community, and protect your families. Nie ndamuria na gitio, nie ndire muge muno no ndire kirimu. Ndarora uguo ndi muthuri, ndirona nduma ya nyumba ino itu. Mwarega guka mundeithia tuteithanie na atongoria aya ma tuhite mundu uyu ndagacoke na tukorwo na andu akurugamirira nyumba ino itu mani tukuona u. Koguo ni ndamuthaitha muthie mukome mwicuranie mugiukira rucio kiroko mutue matua ona inyue muke tunyitanire. Ndi kwenda kwaria muno, ndireretwo twoka kuina mugithi neguo oguo ndirenda njete my brother and my cousin oke mamugeithie tuka kuria rwimbo na no wega ndaririe airetu aria othe meguku mahikite na athuri ao meguku. Mumenye inyua athuri muhikitie airetu acio umuthi uyu nginya igongona ririthire acio ni airetu akwa, those are my daughters neguo. And dowry payment is a continuous exercise. Wacemania na ithe wa muthuri ukamunengera kiria kimukorie niguo namo atimia aria ange megukwo the America rikinyite ria kuhika na kugia mwana umuthi uyu muri atimia itu na inyuĩ tukuina na inyuĩ guku tukuina na inyuĩ guku ndaci na gutire mundu ungituria o umuthi wiki niguo koguo tutikwenda twarie muno tondu tukwenda kuria rwimbo tukenere unduire witu tukenere ugikuyu witu. And finally, I want to thank my brother Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, my cousin. Hi cousins. Hi Makuzo. Let me tell you, when Ruto chased me away from government, he had a very big plan to isolate the people of Mountain and create 40 versus 1 like he did in 2007. I had to make a very quick decision. First and foremost, unite our people, and then look for our friends and our cousins to make sure William Ruto does not isolate the Mountain people. And the first thing I did, I looked for our cousin Kalonzo Musyoka na watu wetu kutoka Ukambani, tumeshikana kama simiti. Nimetoka hapo, nimeenda Coast, nimetafuta our cousins the Mijikenda. Nimetoka nimeenda Mulembe Nation, nimetafuta our cousins. Tumeenda Kisii, tumetafuta wa Makuzo. Kutoka hapo nimeenda Masaini, tumetafuta mashemeji wetu. So I want to confirm two things to you tonight. Our community is united as one. Number two, William Ruto cannot isolate us. We have our cousins with us and we are safe as a community. Mimi nimebakisha kazi mbili peke yake. I must take you back to government in a big way. That I must do and I will. Number four, and the most important, I must mentor young leaders to take over leadership. The hole we are in as a community is because nobody cared to mentor young leaders. Ruto came and confused us because we did not have leaders. I am in the process of mentoring young leaders. Gitungati John Medhu from Nyandarua, Gachagua from Kirinyaga, Senator Murango from Kirinyaga, Senator Nyoto from Muranga, Huyu Getonga Mukonji from Embu, and many other young leaders akina Ngogoyo kutoka huko pande ya Kajiado. And I must do that because it is the right thing to do. I cannot be selfish as a leader and fail to mentor young people to take over leadership so that we don't find ourselves in the hole we are in. Tuwe hamwe. Ndĩrenda rĩu twĩte brother witũ ũgwĩtwo JB Muturi oke atwarĩrie acoke atwĩtĩre our cousin Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka nĩgetha kuma hau twanjie kũrĩa rwĩmbo na andũ arĩa maraharĩria ndawa rĩ I can take even in dollars, even in Kenya shilling. Gũtirĩ kĩndũ ndĩrarega, kĩndũ kĩũru no kĩbungo. Makofi.
Asante sana, asante sana. Ananyoba itu mwekuo. If I remind myself of my former occupation, I would just have started by saying order in the house. But let me begin by thanking the organizers of this occasion. It is a great testament that our constitution is life. because without having to repeat what my brother Kikuyus has said, when you practice your own traditions and culture, you are giving life to our constitution. It is there for everybody to practice, and we have nothing to fear about. We have no apologies to make to anybody. If I may extend an invitation just from this place. My brother Githinji has spoken a lot about some things that are happening in the two houses of parliament. On 7th of this month, that is Friday next week, at Nairobi Club, His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will be presiding over the launch of my book, The Fight for Order. In it, I have stated one or two truths confirming what Kikuyus has just told you. And I make no apologies. It's because I have stated what is the truth, and I always like stating the truth. At first, when my friend Uhuru Kenyatta, when I asked him to do the font for the book, I was not too sure that if he read the entire manuscript, he will agree to pen the ones that he has put on the forward. But I must thank him, because I think having read, he realized that what I was saying is the truth. It doesn't matter whether we agreed or we didn't agree, but it is the truth. But Kikuyus has pitched for you people offering yourselves for positions, elected positions particularly. And it reminded me of, and many of you being lawyers, I'm sure most of you have come across this, of the famous ones by J.F. Kennedy, Dr. Dedito, on 20th of January 1961, using chiasmus, when he said, "Dear Americans, ask not what America can do for you." And in reverse said, "Ask what you can do for America." So I put it to you, ask not what Kenya can do for you. Because you people have what it takes. You have what it takes to offer yourselves for elective positions. And echoing the same ones that, the same sentiment that Kikuyus just said a while ago, you cannot sit out there as professionals and complain that there is bad governance. Indeed, I think, again, it's a cliche that if good people sit out there and don't participate in electing or putting into office good government, then actually you are complicit in having that bad government that is put into office. Similarly, you cannot sit silent there in the face of monumental injustices happening in your country. Again, you'll be complicit. You must, and many of you, I must really laud many of you that I've seen in various fora stand up and shout that we will not sit idle. We will not allow this to happen in our country. Thank you very much. As I end, I want to remind ourselves one thing. With these great minds, we must not fear, we must never fear to engage in whatever negotiations. But we must never negotiate out of fear. We must boldly state things as they are. And that's what many of us, or some of us, have done. Stating things as they are. Let me congratulate Professor Muluvi and his team for filling the A in the Gema Cultural Association. It's been long overdue. We are now full. And Eunice Lumalas has just confirmed that she too and the Mulembe Nation is part of our cousins as well. And indeed also thank my brother Rigiji for boldly sticking out his neck there and saying, no, we will not be isolated. We will look for our like minds, our cousins, our brothers, our shemejis. My brother, thank you very much. You did well. My brother will tell you that, and many of you I'm sure know, Eric, I always told you that, unfortunately, the job of Attorney General is never to go out in a public barasa to say that I gave this opinion there, I refuse to approve this, I refuse to approve the other. The only person who can tell you what happens there is Honorable Rigiji. But we remain committed to ensuring that Toshokie Roeke, and that we are determined. And I'm sure with your support. And let me just make the final appeal as I invite my brother. Please, offer yourselves for elective positions. Derito, it is not late. It is not late. Eh? Don't just, of course, when we came, you are including my friend Charles Kajama, said he's offering himself for election as chair of the president of the LSK. That's good enough. That's good. It's not bad. But please, because you know what it is, you know what the Law Society will do and what it does. But please, not everybody will be in the leadership of the LSK. The rest of you, good minds, please offer yourselves for positions in the National Assembly, in the Senate, because you will see, like as Moreo said, that is where the tire meets the road, or the tire meets the tarmac. Bad laws. Of course, many of you, of course, enjoy going to challenge, which is okay. But you could avoid that by being present in ensuring that the bad ones don't pass. Because in that place, if you're not very persuasive, very many bad things will pass. Very many bad laws will pass because it's a matter of the numbers. In my book, which Honorable Steve Kalonzo will be helping us to launch on Friday at the Nairobi Club, I've indicated a few things there. shown how it is bad laws are passed. Of course, I've also told you, and many of you, Eric Theory is around. You know, the speaker is always the first, almost inevitably, the first respondent in any challenge. Yet, you know, our constitution says the speaker has no vote. But of course, the speaker has to bear it because he presided. But if they pass the bad one, what was the speaker supposed to do? You cannot whip them. You're not even supposed to express your opinion publicly. It's against the tenets of good speakership. But we are here to now make this speech. Please, now Gemma Wadho has expanded. The cousins have multiplied. Please, let the likes of Mule and Musili Mawadhe not feel threatened. And I'm sure they will not feel threatened. After all, actually you've had Mule, Stephen Mule has already, he himself said, you people should offer yourselves for elected positions. So please feel free. But not just feeling free, take it as your duty, as your obligation. If only for one reason, to ensure that there's good governance in this country. Let me say thank you very much for the chairman. I still belong to the old school. I don't know whether the head of the Gemma Wadho is called chairman or chairperson. Whether he's chairman or chairperson, I belong to the old school. Mr. Chairman, thank you for inviting me. I should have been available with you 2 years ago, but I wasn't. I was held up in some other functions within the country. But let me congratulate those who came up with the idea of forming Gemma Wadho. It's a great idea. Being able to bring so many minds together. Congratulations. And thank you very much for inviting me. With those very many remarks, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite kwa shangwe na vigelegele, my brother, my cousin, the Honorable Dr. Stephen Kalonzo wa Musyoka.